Okay, so... Mail delivery!
Yeah. Sulfurous, what's up?
Mail delivery.
What is all this?
Yours now?
Bro, you didn't have to go through all the trouble to get me all this.
No problem, and I'm still trying to figure out what the hell these things are that I just picked up. I have 3 more at my house, but...
Oh, yeah, they're in...
Buried... Yeah, I found them in buried treasures.
Yeah, buried...
Oh, and
come
also...
on in, let me put up this stuff real quick.
Okay, when you come outside, I have one last gift for you.
Alright.
Oh.
So just so I know who I'm talking to, you are Sulfurous at the moment, right?
That is correct. Yeah, Stratus has been awful quiet in the mind. Seriously, I don't think he's gotten over that.
I sure hope he's okay.
Yeah, I don't think he's gotten over that concussion. I feel bad for him.
You actually feel bad for him?
Yeah, he's like
surprised.
He's honestly like my stupid little brother at this point.
I can't imagine having one of my brothers live inside my head. Jeez.
Kind of reminds me of Cumulo.
Alright.
Okay.
All packed up.
Okay, and I have one last gift for you.
What is it?
This took a very long time to work on.
What is... Whoa! Thorns, 3, protection, and unbreaking?
As well as mending.
This is amazing. When did you get the time to do this?
Well, when you stash enough stuff, you have it. Oh, also check this out.
What?
They've duplicated. Well, not exactly, but this one actually. Guess what? I'll show you this real quick. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm just putting away that chest piece you gave me.
Ah, okay.
I mean, I'm putting it on right now.
Ready?
Yep, ready.
With this one.
Oh. Where'd you go?
Right here. Now I'm over here. Now I'm over here. And now I'm over here.
With that one, you can travel faster.
Yep. It's quite interesting. I'll give it that.
Hang on.
Okay. Okay,
I'm back.
Alright. So, I got an invitation from the small child to go to some coordinates. If I remember correctly, they're near Snowden.
Oh, by any chance, does it have a portal on it?
Yep, and I read what it said. It said, like, you are...
I got one, too.
You are... Invoice, I think is what it was. I can't read that well. I can't read.
No, it wouldn't be invoice. My best guess it would be like invited, because it looks like
that
he's
makes,
like pointing at the portal.
That makes more sense. Anyway, can you say the coordinates?
Negative 378 and negative 227.
I know.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's like.
Yeah, it's
that's like
very close to Snowden. I can lead us exactly there.
Alright.
Well, anyway, Blue, I have a plan. You were asleep while I was doing it, but we actually have it down now. I'm inviting, I can't never tell which one it is, but like one of the personalities of the club, boy, I guess. Sheldon, and Morpheus. Now you might be asking, why would you invite those three? Aren't those the people who came to your house and killed your family? Yes! But it's okay. Because... Get the fuck out. They keep stealing my dirt, and that's very rude. Where is it? Okay, anyway. So basically, I sent them all coordinates to a certain place because I'm going to give them a little tour of the Nether, so they'll freaking leave me alone about it. And hopefully, I can get rid of some of the bad energy that, you know, has kind of ended up happening due to this whole thing. Which will, like, reset back to 0, hopefully. Which is gonna be great. Alright. I don't fucking have any ender pearls on me. I don't have the wall key that freaking Pluto has. Fucking came to my house. How'd that? Oh my god. Okay. Where? Literally would not be in any of this. There we go. Actually, genuinely found one. Alright, and so hopefully they'll show up at the coordinates. I don't know how long it's gonna take them to see the message, though. Hopefully not too long, because I don't want to wait that long. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Alright, should be this way then. Why is that in the sky? What is that? It's like a bed in the sky. Location. Bam. Okay, so they're not here yet, which is good. I mean, it looks like something's been here, because, I mean, this stuff wasn't here. Oh, cool. Anyway. Let me just take this down. I didn't bring my axe. Okay. I don't know who saw this, like, pillar I made and just decided, yeah, we're gonna, like, add on to this. I don't know why. Alright? I can't even reach that bad. Okay.
So, there you are. Anyway, did you get those arrows?
What arrows?
They were in the mail.
Oh, those. Yeah. I saw those. They were like
they're tipped.
dipped in a potion.
Yes, to be exact, it's a harming potion. It's essentially an extremely fast-acting poison that. So let me just put it this way: a power 5 bow does a crap ton of damage, right?
Yeah.
That damage is nearly doubled when you have the instant damage.
With a power like that, and a potion of weakness, ooh, actually, that sounds like a good idea to kill Morpheus. You dive bomb them with potions of weakness, and then I shoot them with a bow of insta damage, or whatever that tip stuff was, and that would probably kill them instantly.
Yeah.
Oh.
One sec.
Oh, frick. Creeper!
It's fine. Anyway, so freaking... It's just a little bit of ground destruction. It's fine.
So, you invited us?
I sure did. Is there the third one?
That's the third one? Who's the third one?
Morpheus?
What?
Excuse me, what?
Why is Morpheus is the main one we're trying to keep the Nether from? Why did you fight him?
I mean,
why would you do that? You know we. I'm pretty sure you know we both have bad blood with that child.
I mean, to be fair, you know, like all banned from like the Nether, but like you're here anyway.
Well, I mean,
to be fair, it's like
everybody is banned from the Nether. Remember?
I sure do. But I mean, particularly kind of y'all guys. You know, after like the whole events that have gone down, but. You know, we're on new foot now. We're on new foot now, and just like
all
that,
right.
Morpheus is also on new foot now.
Okay, but if anything goes wrong,
If anything is wrong, I'm not gonna hesitate to kill him. Simple as that.
same.
I don't think you would have to worry about that.
So, here, these are the blueprints I promised.
Thank you.
Oh.
And just like I promised. This one for you.
What is that?
One for you.
What?
Well, you get one too, so don't worry. Anyway, so freaking No, genuinely, Morpheus was supposed to be here. Where is he?
I don't know.
I don't know. To get enough to like upgrade his gear. Remember?
You were promised one.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, at least I can study this.
I mean, there's not much to study.
Ow! Oh, that thing is tougher than
I sense
diamond.
someone's watching.
Did you just bite it? Did you
Why would you bite an ingot? You dumbass!
I mean, how else do you test the integrity of an ore? You bite gold to make sure it's not fool's gold. Same thing you do with iron, to make sure it's not brittle or weak. Dang, I think I... Is that different tooth? No, I'm good.
Okay, good.
Why did you give me this gold chest plate?
Oh, you're gonna need it. There's also one for you.
I can't wear armor.
You can't wear armor?
No, I cannot.
Okay, hold on. Shit.
Oi, back off, bitch, back off.
Get in the... Yeah, tag teaming them.
Can I get that rotten flesh?
Yeah, sure. Actually, I brought extra. Brought you a whole stack.
Thank you.
And
now I
extra
have
just in
plenty.
case.
Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 1/4 stacks of rotten flesh.
Nice.
That should be plenty. Yeah, I sense someone.
Neither of y'all have an ender pearl.
No, I don't have an ender pearl, but I see Morpheus. Hello, Morpheus. We're not gonna attack you.
I can't get past the wall. Oh.
Morpheus, look.
He's not in chat. He's not in chat. Voice chat.
Put the thing down.
Okay, good. Okay, alright.
Get down here. Get
Morpheus
down.
Wait, is he even in call? Like,
Yeah, he is.
would
He
you...
is now.
Okay, Morpheus, look. Hey, let's put down the weapons. Look, Morpheus, we were invited too. We were surprised to hear that you were invited, but... I got the same thing. Look, Morpheus...
You don't realize how badly me and Stratus want to kill you.
Well, guess what? You're not.
You could.
Look, Morpheus. You're right. Something doesn't feel right about this. Timony said that everybody was banned from the Nether, especially us, concerning
Yeah,
our
something doesn't
actions.
seem right with that. You're right.
Something
You know
is very wrong. I say,
I feel we
Morpheus,
should put our differences aside and see what the hell's going on with this.
form a temporary truce.
Okay.
What do you say, Morpheus?
Here.
I don't know what's
Here.
going on, but
As proof of my
I've
truce.
been trying to make that sound
Look,
better.
Morpheus, there's something
Yeah,
you
that's
should know
just
about
weird.
Timony and Pluto. They're becoming devious. They're doing things that even Desiree doesn't know. He and Pluto, they went up and murdered Sulphurus out of cold blood. The kill on sight thing, it doesn't matter. If they found out that you've been on the land...
Oh.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
I'll tell you later.
Oh, nice umbrella. Pretty color.
Welcome! I see that you're finally here. That's very good. Okay, here you go. You're gonna need this. Shit, I actually need something.
I got a helmet for you if you need it.
It'd be very great. Please give me that.
Good thing I always pack an extra safety helmet.
So as you probably know, I've given all three of you notes.
Yeah.
You all three have your particular reasons as to why you're wanting to go into the Nether, and I want to allow you guys to get done what you're wanting to get done. And so
Right.
basically, yeah. So I've currently disabled the main portal we have, but this one should still connect to the portal that we have inside of the area.
So...
Can you
you've
tell me
learned how-
jump, man?
So, you've learned how to recreate portals.
I mean, basically, this is made of the same blocks as, like, the original, so, I mean... It's not that hard, it's basically just, like, rectangle.
And I'm assuming you have the ignition.
That's about it, but, like... You guys gotta be careful with me, because, basically, this is going to be a guided tour. There are, of course, going to be people guiding, and it might be a bit of a problem that Stratus isn't wearing armor. Because, I mean, they're very... bad
I literally
sight, so
can't wear
they
armor.
can't see a zero.
My body isn't quite stable enough.
I understand, but you gotta understand that's still kind of a risk.
If only
Everyone's
I could,
wearing
like-
gold. Does that have to do with it?
Hmm?
Everyone here is wearing gold. Does that have to do with anything?
Hmm? Basically,
What about holding like... What about holding like a gold sword? Would that do anything?
no. It's too
Well, I have
slow
gold
line for the
ingots.
throws.
Maybe that could do something.
Anyway.
Well, I mean, if push comes to shove, I mean, well, if you're in the Nether, you can like, you can use the atoms in there to like basically mimic anything, right? Because you're basically just air.
I wouldn't trust that.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, after you.
So basically, to clarify, you're coming here as, you know, you're wanting to, like, figure out information. That's,
Yes.
basically what you're elaborating.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go there in order to figure out something with the blazes, correct?
Yep. Why they fucking killed me in my past life?
And for clarification, I know so first didn't like clear this up, but he wants to know why. He wants to like try to talk to them, try to figure out why they killed him.
Mm-hmm. And basically, I'm trying to get on a better page with you.
Yep.
Try and put our differences aside. And so basically, come on.
I'll let you all go first.
I'll go in.
This is not the
You next,
location.
Morpheus.
After you.
You next.
This is not the location. This is...
Whoa.
How about this? We go in at the same time.
What?
Hold
Why
on.
is the...
There.
where-
This block is familiar.
What is this?
Hmm?
This block is very
No,
familiar.
it's another brick. I'm sure it might be. Oh,
It's...
stop it. Stop.
It's... What is it called? It's like hardened... It's hardened netherrack is what it is.
Hmm? Basically, you take a bunch of netherrack, shove it in the furnace, combine it back together. Bam, over.
Interesting.
Took a lot in order to make it.
Yeah, I can tell.
Hang on.
Considering the size of
I
this
took
road.
notes for this. So,
Oh, red?
What the hell?
yes.
Let's try not to hit each other.
He
Morpheus,
hit me first!
chill. Hey,
That was a
chill,
misclick.
chill.
Alright. So we can continue.
Alright.
So be warned, you know, the bit of survivors are being held here, and so they might be hostile to Stratus due to the... Oh, don't come down here, what? Come on,
I got
jump.
pushed in.
Be.
Push them in.
Not me.
I may have been in the same hallway. My bad.
Alright, come up here.
Why would they be hostile towards me of all people? Oh.
Because you're not wearing
because
gold.
the lack of gold.
Oi, oi, oi!
Ow.
Calm down, calm down, calm down!
Don't hit them,
Don't hit them, don't hit them.
Just move.
Just run.
We're
Ow.
gonna have to speed through this
Hey.
one. I can give the tour to like the other two, but like you need to
they're
go
pissed off.
fast.
Are they pissed off at me? Why are they pissed off at me? I'm wearing gold. Hey.
Log off. You must have hit one of them.
Here, let me try this. Oh god. Oh
On.
god.
Oh, hello there.
Don't let them into the hallway.
Get away from my friend!
Dude, they're currently trading all your gold right
Okay,
now.
that's alright, that's alright. Oi, 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 oi! Leave me alone, leave me alone!
No, that they accidentally hit you. They accidentally hit you. Wait, why are they angry? Oh, because you don't have any gold on. Can you just turn into a cloud and they'll ignore you?
Can you like go
I don't
into
think
like the
so.
little hallway? Aren't you like you're a guest? Come through here. There.
Well, at least they're not angry at me now.
They might still be.
Anyway,
Wait, Frick, I don't have all my rotten flesh.
I picked up your rotten flesh. Okay,
Oh.
bring it over.
Okay, I'm right here again.
They
I'm
also
kinda hungry.
dropped. Also, this stuff dropped.
Interesting.
The rotten flesh.
Thank
That's
you.
everything that doesn't belong to me, except for
you
for
go.
these.
Yep, that's it.
That should be everything, right?
Yep.
So
Oh god,
the,
my weakness is
the
kicking in.
survivors, they're
Hello, people on chat.
kind
by the
of.
way.
Where's Barium?
Barium is he's away most times.
Well, I see him as a warrior, so I'd say he's mostly on scouting trips, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing how fast this place was built.
Sheldon, come down here, or I'm using this fire resistance for myself.
I would recommend just turning into a cloud and following us, dude. I don't think they can see you as a cloud.
Pretty sure this is the way we go, anyway.
Anyway,
Wait.
yeah. Sorry for the little bit of.
Wait a minute.
But probably felt
Morpheus,
like
is
an
that-
ambush there
Morpheus, is
because I
that
promise
you?
it wasn't.
The big ones won't get mad at me if I'm one of them.
Oh yeah,
Why
true.
the fuck is this open
Interesting.
again?
Oh, my ears flap when I walk. That's really cool. Okay.
Anyway, yeah. So this is a little section. This is a little bit of a mini bastion in the progress of being made. And so this is where the current bastion of piglins that used to be in my family are currently staying.
Well,
I figured it'd be a lot easier to, be near the closest area that would be protecting them.
right. So, what is with bastions? Like, when piglins first came, were they naturally there? Or
Oh no, it's completely
Pity.
piglin made.
completely piglin made.
Basically, they figured out how to make the proper bridge.
Are y'all coming down here or what?
We
We're
are
currently,
down. We're down where we ran into all those survivors in the first place.
I'm down
Stratus.
further in this
Where we
weird
came out
tunnel
before.
thing.
Where are you?
In this tunnel!
Well,
I'm
get-
tracing back to the
Redwood
first portal.
quartz.
You're probably gonna have to stay there, considering that they don't, the piglins do not see any yellow on you.
If they don't like me not wearing yellow, they can suck my ass.
Well, I mean, they're going to try and kill you.
The way to approach.
Which,
They try and kill me, I kill them.
Guys, no.
Or you could
These are
walk
the
away.
These are the only ones left in
Piglins
Tony's
are very
family. You're
good
not doing
species.
that.
It's cool.
Well, anyway, so this place is currently roofed off in order to like prevent an overflood of hoglins falling down, which was surprisingly an issue.
So
Yeah.
that's what they're called, hoglins.
Mhm.
Is that your main source of food here?
Well, that and mushroom soups.
Hmm.
Wait, why am I?
I wish I could eat. I really wish I could.
Okay. I don't know how to like help it to where you can eat.
Well, I mean, he can only eat rotten flesh.
And that's only why I'm in here.
I mean, there ain't nothing too great about eating.
Yeah. So,
Mhm.
I wanted to ask. What was it? Oh, how did I know this might be weird to ask, but how did blazes come to existence? Like, were they made as gods for bastions, gods for something, or did they just exist from the beginning of time?
Well, basically, our god walkers made them. They basically just live in the fortresses. I mean, they aren't specifically like given any jobs, but I mean, if you want to say guard, then that's maybe a good way to explain it, I guess.
So, speaking of things living, how did everything in the Nether stay alive for so long?
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, with how dangerous the Nether is, I'm surprised there's piglins, hoglins, ghast, blazes. Like, how did everything manage to stay alive?
Well, it actually used to majorly be like more hostile back then, actually.
Wait, so the Nether became more dangerous as time went on?
No, actually the opposite, it became more peaceful. I mean,
What?
it tends to happen when most of your fighting species tend to, you know, kill themselves out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But now it's more negotiable. You know, as long as you're willing to adapt, it's willing to adapt with you.
Suppose that's fair. So, was there a reason why the walkers created the blazes?
I mean, is there a reason for them to create anything? I think they just want to create.
True. So, I know that the main language here is enchantment, but it's not really spoken. So, what is the enchantment language? Because the only time I ever see it is in, you know, enchanting books. So, how is it spoken here when my god...
Oh, are you okay? Are you okay?
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good. Alright.
My god is mostly involved with enchantments, so why is the language mostly populated here?
I mean, I couldn't really give you that much of an answer. I mean, I just figured out that there was more gods, like, not that long ago.
True. Okay, so how did the language become enchant here? Is that just what the walkers spoke?
Yeah, basically. My leader basically told me that, you know, the walkers, they didn't really ever speak. They would only ever just write. And enchant was basically the language that
Their way
they
of
wrote
speaking.
in. And so our people basically adapted to that language, and so we learned how to write in it.
But you speak English. That's
well, yeah, there's no real way of speaking it. It's an unspeakable language.
Yeah, I suppose the only way you could speak it is if you could speak in the hums that your enchanted armor and weapons make. So, what caused the walkers to die off? What killed them?
Are y'all gonna come or not? Because I'm going ahead at this point.
You're not allowed to go ahead. Okay, we can go ahead and walk if you want. Come on.
Yeah. So, what caused them to die? Like, that body that was, like, by your original house seemed fresh.
Well, basically, Lito told me that, just one day they kind of stood there and they seemingly kind of went to sleep.
Like,
And then they kind
went
of
to sleep?
they sunk down
Like
into the oceans that we
simultaneously?
have.
Like all at once?
Yeah, basically.
Like robots.
That's how it's explained, at least.
Who is this? Who is
Where are you?
Oh, this is cool. Look at this. Wow, this is like what you'd see at like a museum back home.
I have zero idea what that is.
Basically, it's like glass enclosures of different items, exhibits, places, structures, stuff like that.
Yeah, okay. I guess that's a
So-
bit of
I'm
what it
also
is.
Sheldon.
So, who's Lito?
Well, Lito is, kind of the word that, Striders use instead of your words, which are mom, I think?
Here. All three of us stand here.
Oh,
What?
Hey, come on.
No, stand. Oh. So Lito is how Stratus say mother or caretaker?
Mhm.
So, besides the lava keeping everything bright, what is glowstone? What's it made of?
glowstone is basically made out of, these little glowing kind of dust mites
What?
that congregate into a block.
Wait, so it's not stone?
No.
Oh.
What?
Oh god, I
Why?
hate this.
What?
Oh, here comes the memories. Oh boy.
Oh, no, chill, no, put the sword down, no. Sulfur, ow, Sulfur, get back here.
Where are they?
Oh, jeez, Timony, I'm sorry, but Sulfurus is getting PTSD. He's trying to
Bite me,
trying to
bitch!
kill you. Sulfurus, no!
It's alright.
Wait,
Oh.
you don't really, ooh! You don't really mind?
No.
What? So, this is the Nether fortress you were talking about.
This is where I was born.
Really? This place? Oh! Are you okay?
Perfectly fine.
What the hell is that thing?
It seems to be a slime blob, but made of lava?
Magma is what it's more like.
Right.
Oh god.
Woo.
Fire resistance is about
Wait,
to run
no,
out.
that skeleton is morpheus, be careful.
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm the Blaze.
Which one?
The one
The
that's
one
right next
that's
to
probably... Oh, that's... Ow. Ooh. Oh, you scared the crap out of me.
You're gonna pay for this. You're gonna pay for my death.
These aren't the same blazes. Why don't you just try talking to them like you said you would? Ow.
You're right.
Just go into cloud form or something and try talking to them.
I don't. They might still detect me.
Okay, alright.
Okay, you there. Mind telling me why your kind killed me? Hey, child, I was talking to that one.
Sorry.
What? So,
Did you see that block clutch?
Yeah, that was
so
epic.
Okay.
I'm going to stay in here.
We.
I know it's a lot.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kind of vibing in this corner because I am not fireproof. I did not bring my fire suit.
Hey, child, I was talking to that one.
Very sorry.
So,
Did you see that block clutch?
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Okay.
I'm going to stay in here.
Sorry, I know it's a lot.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kind of vibing in this corner because I am not fireproof. I did not bring my fire suit. So you said so glowstone isn't even stone?
No.
So if that's living, it's microorganisms. The fortress you were talking about. Did the walkers build these?
Oi, oi, oi.
Hold on.
Oh, comrade. For
I'm
that,
getting
must...
hit with
Hey,
lag.
what is... You must... Hey.
Yeah, basically, you know, hold on. I'm like getting hit with lag.
What is this stuff?
Hold up, we're hitting him with too many questions at once.
Sorry, apologies. This stuff is beautiful.
Hang on.
Yeah, I'm currently lagging really hard. 1 second.
Alright, let's just go back up here.
1 second.
So you guys are
Ooh, chest.
all over the place. It's a little hard to keep track of.
Yeah.
Hey, Sheldon.
Where are you?
Behind you.
Oh. I just
I
want
found
to
this
ask...
in a chest
Okay.
for you.
What was the question?
What is this stuff down here? It's
That
red.
wasn't the question, but okay.
Oh.
That is-
This is... Oh, it smells like mush. It smells like
How do you
fungus.
smell it? For all you know, could have toxic fumes.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry,
you're
it's
probably
safe.
right. Hey, I need some... Fuck it.
Here.
Oh, thank you. What is this stuff? Some type of skin, fleshy thing.
Oh yeah, so this is one of the many mushrooms that, you know, the Nether has to offer. And basically this one is best used for, potions. Yeah, a lot of people used to come by and they would bring, like, you know, bone, and
Bone?
we figured out how to basically mix that with other stuff and you get, stuff that
The chest.
a little bit enhances stuff.
Hey guys, don't
Piglins
start
mainly
digging
use
in the
it,
chest
but-
yet.
What?
Don't start digging in the chest just yet.
The piglins mainly use it, but, you know, I don't like it because
Wow.
it has bone in
Wow.
it. Stuff
What?
hurts.
What?
Wait, it has what in it?
Bone.
Bone?
Yeah.
What's that?
Oh. Sorry, I've been snowing for a while. It's water.
Oh.
I'm gonna. I cannot eat.
Basically that. Where's
Well,
Morpheus?
I'm not gonna eat it. Well, I'm not gonna eat this. I'm not even gonna try it.
Could be bad.
I mean, it's a little bit too tough for
So,
teeth to rip through.
yeah. So, I noticed something. Glowstone is living. That stuff is living. And that forest over there is made of fungus, and that's living. How much of the Nether is alive?
All of it?
Oh,
So even Netherrack is living?
wait.
Yeah.
So, you mean this
Christ.
entire world is basically guts?
What is that? What is that
And yours
thing?
isn't?
No. It's just
What
like
is that thing?
bacteria growing on block.
What is what thing?
What is-
Oh, don't.
It's a
don't
black
do that.
skeleton holding a sword?
Yep.
What
Those
is that
are
thing?
wither skeletons.
Oh, right, I remember those things. I remember them. Oh god, I let it hit me. I forgot.
What? What's
it hurts.
what's wrong?
It hurts a lot. It hurts a lot. This is the wither effect I was speaking of.
Oh,
It's a more fast acting poison.
Okay,
Wait, okay.
Nuggies.
So, everything is living. Okay, so what exactly are stratus? I know that's weird to ask considering they're your family, but like, what type of like organisms are they?
They're kind of like a fungus. Their main way of
How
living
much
is
of this
by-
place is fungus?
Well, I mean, a warm, damp, dark place is usually a good place for fungus to grow, and I guess through millions of years they've evolved to move.
Fair.
Basically, they live best whenever, you know, their feet are connected inside of the life source of the world.
Ooh,
Basically.
more
Light?
diamond horse armor.
Light source.
Oh.
Yeah, you know,
that's
like,
right.
it's pretty similar to you guys' water.
Hmm.
Is there anything that, like, no. I think
So,
I've got
Sheldon.
what? Yeah, what is it?
Okay, wait, you finish talking first. I have a bit of something for you to test, actually.
Alright, Timony. So if the stratus are fungus, are gas also a fungus?
this. Yeah, they're basically, different type of strata to an extent.
So the
That have grown
stratus
more
that
hostile.
evolved. So at some point in the evolutionary line, they learned to fly.
Timony?
So, hey, what is it,
Wait,
Sulfurus?
1 second. I got these from a piglin after they took all my gold. You want to put them on?
Ooh,
I have a pair, don't worry.
surprisingly kind
What?
of.
I'm
Really?
in the middle of the stream and I did it here.
What?
Nothing.
These
in
boots are
front of myself.
surprisingly kind of like chilly. I don't know if
What?
it's just me. I don't know.
Yeah.
It says soul speed.
Follow me. I think I have an idea.
What's your idea?
What are you doing?
It says soul. Does that mean like the soul
Yeah.
sand and stuff?
Uh-oh.
Oi, oi,
Hey,
oi.
buddy.
Oh, sorry, Timony. But
Wanna talk to this
try
one?
running on this. Try running on this.
Oh wait, do you want to talk to that one, Sulfurus?
Oh. Hey, calm down, calm down, calm down. I just gotta ask, what made y'all kill me? Ooh, he's gonna try and shoot me. He's gonna try and shoot me. So,
I don't
Target
think
on
they're-
me, don't worry.
I don't think they're capable of speech or even, no offense, but coherent thinking?
They
Hello?
are.
Well, it's not reacting to anything, except...
hey,
oh,
Well,
chill out,
it's
chill out, man,
it's
chill out.
primarily focused.
oh,
it's-
so it's got like a tunnel vision type of thing.
Okay. It's still able to listen and it's able to respond. One
So, can you understand what it's saying, or...?
Okay, I'm gonna give you one last chance. Why
No,
did you kill me?
It says it didn't.
Okay, well, how about this? Excuse me, why is your species hostile to everything that isn't, well... everything
Okay,
that
then.
is us?
What did
People.
kill me then, if it wasn't the blazes? Maybe those damn withers?
So basically, it's explaining that, like, honestly, it kind of doesn't know.
Interesting.
It doesn't know why they attack. Wait, but... Sulfurus, that doesn't make sense. Why would you ask a blaze? There's no telling when you died. It's not like blazes have like a hive mind.
True.
Do they?
Okay.
Timon?
How can you even tell which one, like, killed you?
Exactly.
I'm
There's
thinking
no...
about the species as a whole. Anyway, Sheldon,
It's kind of weird how you talk to it and just...
try running on this.
Yeah? Ooh! What are
Whoa,
those things?
its soul's coming out. It's
Okay,
incredible.
first of all, is this... Is why is there soul sand? Is this place hell? Is this hell? Because like everything's
No.
living, everything's on fire. Why is there souls?
Well, because everything's living. I thought we already went through that.
I know, but why does the sand have souls in it?
Because even the ground's living.
Well, what about the soul soil? That doesn't have souls in it.
Probably does. considering it still has the word soul in it.
Basically.
So these are not. So these aren't trapped and damned souls of the living.
Nope, they're just made like that.
Oh. So
Is
why does
Haven't
when I
seen
run
more-
on soul-looking things pop out?
oh, no,
Is that just like?
Don't worry about
Oh
it.
wait, I heard the trident. I'll find it.
Is it just like? Is it like how insects jump out of the grass when you run through them?
No, you're kind of releasing them to an extent.
I'm what?
Not releasing them.
Releasing them. So it's like fungus that's trapped in the soil, and when you run on them with this stuff, you basically drag them out of it.
But I mean, they don't really have anywhere else to go after you take them out, so they basically just like kind of die.
That is so weird. So they don't just like die off and just or like they don't just like become part of the air.
Mm-mm.
That is so trippy. I'm gonna take these off. That is honestly freaky. So was the Nether always hot before the walkers died?
Well, I mean, I wasn't here for whenever they died. So.
Okay, well, let me ask this. Were lava pools already here? Because there's ones on the, because there's lava pools on the ceiling, and from what you said, the walkers turned into lava pools. Was there lava already here?
I've actually asked this before, and Mylito has Mylito has stated that basically there used to be some, but they would be really small. You know, it wouldn't be like these grand lava oceans that we have nowadays.
Yeah.
But now they are those, which is actually a lot more helpful for the striders.
So if there are giant lava lakes and there's lava pouring from the ceilings in huge quantities, does that mean there are different levels to the Nether?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if we just go up here, you can see how like everything is kind of layered to an extent. There's always like another level.
So how many layers are there?
I don't know. I've never been to the top.
Has anyone ever tried?
Not much of a reason to. No.
Your world is strange, but at the same time, I love it. It's fascinating. So, how did the piglins become bipedal? Like, did they evolve from the hoglins?
Oh no. You know, we just kind of existed bipedal. Really.
Hmm.
Like, I mean, there's very little life forms that just kind of evolved into other things.
So, how does, I know they have, like, a structure. How does their society work? Apparently, like, gold has to do something with it.
Well, basically, yeah, piglins can't see that well. Their main way of seeing their own is by seeing, you know, the pieces of gold armor that you wear. If they don't see that, then they're going to assume it's something intruding. So honestly, whenever they attack, it's more out of safety than anything.
So, what's the deal? Sometimes I see like piglins with just boots, and sometimes just chest pieces, and then sometimes I see them with helmets and chest pieces. Like, do they just pick up what their enemies drop, or is that like?
It's more like a ranking system, honestly. The more gold you have covering you, the higher rank that you are.
And they don't just craft a full set to make them super superior?
Well, I mean, honestly, not a lot of them have the proper hands in order to be able to craft. It's not exactly the easiest thing to do whenever you just got hooves.
Oh yeah, true. You can't really grip a hammer.
Nope.
So I remember that you put a mushroom in front of Morpheus's house, the red one, and said it was an act of war. Do mushrooms mean different things?
Yeah. I'm tired of staying in the same place.
So, what do the different mushrooms mean?
Well, basically, as you seem to have already known, the crimson one that I placed in front of Morpheus' house was saying that I was going to fight him. Although that's now, like, you know,
In the past.
in the past. Hold on. Oh, this is a dead end. Don't go forward or you will fall. And other mushrooms, you have like warped fungus, which means, you know, like, we're family, you know what I mean? And then you have brown mushrooms, which is basically a sign of modesty, or it could mean, oh, thank you.
Wait, brown mushrooms, that's a sign of what?
Modesty or immodesty. I know that has conflicting meanings, it's very strange. It basically is a wish for someone to be healthy.
Oh. Placing it down means you wish someone to be. It means you wish it for someone to be healthy.
No, handing it, because
and so
if you place it, then you're kind of calling them the opposite, immodest.
Oh, so that's how that. So what happens if you give a red fungus to someone?
A crimson?
Yeah, a crimson.
Well,
Like,
What about the red with white spots?
Oh,
What about the red with white spots?
Red with white spots can basically be used as kind of a love confession. Honestly.
Oh.
Really? I don't think that would work on Desiree.
Jesus Christ.
Basically, it shows you how much you care about someone. But in a different way, because if you meant family, then you'd use a warped fungus.
So...
Don't worry.
I know how to one-shot this thing. Let me
dead.
see it. Just let me... Oh, wait. Oh,
I killed it.
Hello. So, what are those things? Wither skeletons, right? I kind of want to touch one of them.
I would not recommend it. I would not recommend that.
Why would you do that?
I'm a scientist. I have to... Well, I've kind of, like... Well, through my exploration, I've kind of, like, deviated from an engineer to a scientist, so I kind of need to experience it in order to, like, document it.
Sheldon.
What? Thank you.
No problem.
I am not.
Now, where's the
stable.
morphling?
So, what happens if you place a red and white mushroom in front of somebody's house?
Place a red and white mushroom in front of someone's house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, that is, you know, kind of... It's like it's kind of like a secret admirer, almost.
Oh.
Oh, so it's like a love note.
Interesting.
So
What, ma?
back to the crimson mushroom. What happens if you give it to someone?
What?
Is it the opposite of war?
It kind of means, if I remember correctly, like, you would fight for them.
That's stupid, man.
It doesn't matter who it is, like, you will fight for them, you know?
Interesting.
So it's kind of more of like a sign of devotion to something.
Devotion. Fascinating. So...
No, man.
Who made the portals. I mean,
I don't
the
want
the pillar ruins. Like, who started them? Like, did people from
You're
our
gonna eat
world come
after, Ma.
here, or? Ow.
Well, basically,
Oh, the entire internet can hear you,
can you still hear my mic?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, good.
Oh, there's one behind you.
Doesn't mean you're not being one. Stop.
Anyway,
Stop.
so
So,
freaking, what was the question again? Oh, yeah. So basically,
And that'll make me want to leave even more.
I don't really know. I mean,
that the portals just kind of appeared someday. Nobody from your world made them. Did
the bugs have
everybody
just kind of always been there, I guess.
They've always been. If they've always been there. Wait, if they've always been there, then that means the walkers must have come through a portal. Wait. What if that means that somewhere in the world there's a giant portal that's like unlit that the walkers use? That could be really dangerous. That could be bad. That a portal that big could let like a huge chunk of the Nether like leak in and grow over into the overworld.
I mean, wouldn't the portal on
seen
the other
a
side
few
also be that big?
Well, I mean, no.
Wait,
Because...
no, I want to trap him in.
No, Timony, that can't happen because plants from our world, they need sunlight, but they also need water. They also need water, and they need a good climate. There's very few plants that can survive in environments like this. The only ones I can think of are cactuses.
Even those need water once in a while.
Yeah, even those need water once in a while. So what I'm saying is that I don't really know.
I don't really know what you're saying.
Maybe what I'm basically saying is that stuff from our world can't survive here, but that begs the question: can stuff from your world, like Netherrack, survive in our world?
What, Matt?
Or is Netherrack just like built to breathe in and live in the hot areas?
Netherrack can kind of live through any environment, honestly. I don't really have much restriction to it.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, that the red and the blue overgrowth grows on Netherrack. So technically, it would have a different climate if different things are growing on it. So it can survive just about anywhere, I'd say.
So, what are the wither skeletons? Like, skeletons from our world are just like
Bone.
undead creatures, but what's the deal with wither skeletons? They don't have a bow. Are they like normal skeletons, but they were like burned alive when they were, you know, alive?
I mean, they're just another species here, honestly.
So, if there are huge complexes of nether fortresses, why don't the piglins use these and use bastions hidden away?
It's not made for them. Imagine how much of a conflict it would be if there was piglins, blazes, other skeletons, whatever else you can name just in one area. And people, each like thing has like their own kind of sections.
True. I suppose this place would be like... It would be cool to convert one of these into like some like battle arena. Ah! Good thing my clothes are made of tough leather.
Yeah.
So, it would be cool to like, I don't know, turn one of these fortresses into like a battle arena or something.
I don't know why you would.
I like these fortresses.
I'm glad that you like them.
What?
So I'm glad that you like them.
I like.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. However, I don't think
Yeah.
the blazes would work for me, considering I am definitely not fireproof.
If I was fireproof, I'd spend most of my time here.
It's not that great.
Yeah, probably.
Do either of y'all have an arrow? A singular arrow?
Yeah, I got one.
Actually, wait, no, I have spectral. Can I get those harming ones back?
Okay.
Here, I have half a stack.
Didn't pick them up.
Oh yeah, there. Take the half stack spectral.
Here.
No problem.
No.
Dang, you're a really good shot.
Yeah.
My trident's more top heavy, so it's harder to throw.
Yeah, it has an arc.
It's just currently. Oh god. It's a very neat weapon.
It is.
Hey, got him.
It's uncraftable too. We don't know how to craft those. The only way you can get them is by getting off those disgusting drowns.
Yep, and I have a second one too that makes me we.
So,
Don't worry about
you're made of fire, so could you just use lava and like swim through it, right?
Throw that off.
Why'd you throw it off?
Cast it
Isn't
into
that
the
your
fire.
sword?
Destroy it.
I don't want it.
Cast it into the fire, destroy it. No, I don't want to.
They're swarming down there.
Why are they so mad?
What?
Did you hit one?
Sulfurous?
What?
Take a look at the compass. It's going nuts.
Well, I think it's because those things are kind of tracked to the overworld. There's no really way to direct. Because I don't really think you can tell north, east, south, or west.
Compasses are really more like pointed towards like magnetic poles, and from my known, like nothing here is made of metal. There's no iron here.
Yeah.
Gold.
What?
Yeah, gold I believe does have magnetism.
No, gold doesn't have that type of like conductivity. I mean, not
Let's say used to the other
conductivity.
metals.
The only thing that could mess up with something this bad is like 50 tons of pure steel surrounding us.
Well, that might just be the pressure of the Nether.
It could be like the like the atmosphere.
Anyway, I'm
See
Timony.
what turned our friend red.
True.
How exactly do you apply this to an item?
Well, if I remember correctly, one of my villager friends said that smithing tables are used to, like, basically plate armors with different colors. Like, there's an old abandoned, like, method of smithing tables where you can take an iron thing and color it if you, like, grind up the dye enough and turn it into, like, a paint. But, like, nobody does that anymore.
So maybe I could do that with the netherite to the sword? Okay, you're hurting my friends. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Don't use that for a weapon anyway.
What?
Preferably not for a weapon.
Yeah, that's more for like... I personally would use it for like hunting fish. Whoa, that's cool.
Wait,
you can catch it on fire, you caught it on fire, and then you brought it back towards you. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yep, tridents are something else. I'll give that.
Well, that's kind of all the questions I have, but I know this is gonna sound weird, but nah, that's a stupid question.
That's a question.
Could I... Ow.
You what?
Could I interview your parents? They're strangers, and I kinda wanna I want to interview creatures, and it seems like a lot of the creatures here are smarter than the creatures here in the overworld.
Why not? Anyway, let's continue.
I had a feeling.
Damn, is your Wi-Fi that bad?
Mm-hmm.
God.
Oof.
Bro, I'm sorry, dude.
Well, suppose you can't use bone meal on these things.
Yeah, I don't think it would work.
Ooh.
Wait, it's worth a shot because I have bones.
Hello, withers. Oh wait, no. I'm actually kind of scared now.
Do it. Don't be a pussy.
Okay, fine. Oh, it feels like
That's the wither effect for you.
Oh no, you don't understand. My skin is like porcelain. It feels like it's like melting.
Very fast-acting poison. Very painful.
Where are you?
That's why I said you shouldn't try it. Now come back up.
Hello, withers. Oh wait, no. I'm actually kind of scared now.
Do it. Don't be a pussy.
Okay, fine. Oh, it feels like I thought my skin was made of like, my skin is like made of like porcelain or quartz. I thought the poison wouldn't hurt me. I need to lay down for a bit.
Coming. Oh god. Please say he's not gonna use a bed. Please say he's not gonna.
Why?
Why what?
Not that hard.
What do you mean? What's nothing?
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
Yeah, it's very painful. That's why I freaked out when I saw the wither. 'Cause it hurts.
How does a charred skeleton turn into something like get a poison that's that bad?
It's not charred skeleton. I'm trying to explain. It's
Also, what's not that hard? I was talking about the bed thing and then.
It's not hard not to get hit by a wither skeleton.
Right.
He did it on purpose.
He did it to test it out.
Yeah, I understand. He did it on purpose.
Like, how does it inject the poison into me? Like, my skin's
I
like
think the
hot.
sword
I
might
can't
be
get
laced with it.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
It's the skin.
It's the skin of the with. Well, then how does it affect me? Unless it's
Maybe
like
it
an
secretes
acid
the
or something.
oil and it goes onto the sword. Because that's its
You're
main
living,
one.
aren't you?
Well, I mean, yeah, but my skin is like feel my skin. It's not like fleshy. It's like the bricks here. Ow.
I mean, I personally, you know, I can change to an extent the hardness of, you know, my skin, and it still affects me. It doesn't really like work the way that you think it would.
It might be like an acidic type of poison. Maybe like a venom.
It's weird. I'll give. That's all I'll say. Can we go home?
Well, I mean, I've kind of gotten all the answers I needed, but
is it Sulphurous?
Yeah.
The other version that I was like talking to, like your other side was saying that I need to talk to, but like didn't talk to me.
I can't exactly. Stratus can't exactly come into existence in the Nether.
he's like,
The atmosphere's too strong.
no, it's like he's been quiet for like several days. Oh yeah, and in the Nether, like no matter what we do, he just Sulphurous is the one who like takes over in the Nether. I don't know why.
Anyway,
That's like a past kind of thing.
did you get the answer that you were looking for?
Yes, well,
Well, I mean,
what is the importance of these things? Like, what are they used for?
those are blaze limbs.
Hmm?
We've talked previously about them, and
Oh, right.
you know, basically they act as kind of an energy source.
Right.
They could possibly be used as like a catalyst for something. I'm gonna have to experiment with these things myself.
No. Maybe that's the... More testing is required. I really like your dimension, Timony. I like how
Yeah.
quiet it is.
It's quite nice
like-
once you get past all the things trying to kill you.
Yeah, but like oddly enough, it's sort of peaceful in the Nether Fortress once like blazes kind of leave you alone. It's quiet. Kind of reminds me of the end with how quiet it is.
But it has its own sounds if you listen close enough. I agree, sometimes I go to the overworld and it's really loud, honestly.
Yeah,
You
the
know,
world
like,
can be kind of
there's
loud.
so many noises, pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, the crunching of grass, the sound of the birds, the sound
Timony?
of the insects.
Would I be able to just make my way back and just kind of go back?
Yeah, I think I want to go back too.
I mean, everyone's wanting to go back, but come on.
Yeah.
But,
Or a majority vote kind of thing.
no, but
Timony?
thank you, Timony, for showing us and bringing us here.
Yeah, I feel like we
Yeah,
got
to
off
your
on the
world.
wrong foot, so, can me and you be friends or something?
I mean, that was a plan.
So we need to get up
No.
there. Whoop! Fly I go!
I can build a staircase.
Try not to face it too much.
Right, right.
Anyway, you're certain that this blue planet's gonna work, right?
Oh, yes, 100%. The quartz in your dimension, it keeps things both cool and warm, but it keeps temperatures outside and keeps whatever temperatures inside on the inside.
So it's like an insulant.
Yes, it's a
Insulator.
yeah, an insulator. I'm certain that will work. If it doesn't, I'll rework the blueprints. I promise. For free of charge, of course.
Right. I'm sure hope it would be free of charge. I mean, I would pay for a working thing. This portal will not teleport us to like a completely like close area to where the actual portal is. That would be.
Actually, I've kind of did a little like, you know, testing myself back when we first like had the portal. Turns out, your dimension is like smaller than ours somehow. Like 1 block is 8 blocks in our world. No wait, 8 blocks in your world is 1 block in ours.
I mean, you can tell with how much traveling you have to do everywhere.
I think it's a 1 to 8 Nether overworld ratio.
Yeah.
Some pretty. How much math did you do on this?
A lot.
Oh, a lot. What, you think I just go into a dimension and don't measure the things? What kind of a scientist would I be? You measure everything, including distance proportions. Right, right. Would you like me to plant, like, some sweet berries? I mean, maybe the survivors would like to eat some berries for a change. Unless... No,
No.
pigs eat berries. What?
No, we just eat meat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've
Okay, I
tried
found
doing,
your
like,
mini
different stuff
bastion.
before,
I'm
but-
having to kind of swerve through that.
I'm
Yeah.
back at the portal already.
I'm going back to the one that it was in that one room. Oh
Anyway,
yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the tour.
Yeah,
We did.
I did.
Thank you.
Experiment with these
We're
things.
like not allowed to come back unless we ask you first, right?
Would need to be something that is watched over, but yeah, you could probably go back in.
All right.
Okay, thank you for trusting us.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
We promise you that now that we know what to wear, we assure you that even if, you know, they attack us, we'll make sure to run away. We won't hurt the survivors in your family. We promise.
Alright, thank you.
Sulfurus, how many blaze rods did you get? Ooh.
You gotta give them back.
Alright. I only got 1. You were the one out slaying.
It's not like they didn't deserve it.
Are y'all like gonna come through the portal?
Yeah, we're gonna go through the portal. I was just, ow. Bad.
I can
Ow.
still hear y'all talking through it.
I will splash you again. So fresh. Get. Splash! Oh, frick, I missed. Do you like it when I hiss at you? Hiss! No. Stay back. Stay back. Just let me go through the portal.
Did it just go through the portal?
Oh, your thing went through the portal. I'm gonna grab it first. Ow! Stop.
Wait. I can try something. Gotta get really hungry real quick. Over here in the Nether. Because I think I can test something.
If you're trying to become hungry in the overworld, I don't think that's going to work.
No, like if I get hungry enough.
Dude, when you were standing in the portal, you were red.
Anyway. In character?
Yeah.
Thank you very much, small child.
No problem.
Thank you very much for the expedition, small child.
An adventure.
And so yeah,
It was fun.
I hope this is into eventual friendships.
Or if I were you.
Yes, potential friendship. Selfish, no. Okay.
Alright, well, I'll...
Ow.
Don't you dare.
I'll do it.
See you guys later.
Alright.
Nice miss. Nice miss, homie.
Plus some more. Well...
I'm just kidding about the top piece. Ow.
Morpheus, thank you very much. And I'm going to...
Ow.
Oh, God.
I look forward to having a new start with this. And hopefully it leads to
As well.
more peaceful.
Not until it's over.
Peace. Peace, bro. Peace. I like
What?
and Joe Biden is bad.
No, Joe Biden is...
I like peace and I like guns.
Okay, I'm going on to
I
the
like peace. Hamburgers and guns
Good morning,
is the
Stas.
classic American.
Yeah, turn to your platform and get on top of a tree where I can't hit you.
With pleasure.
That was sarcasm, you fool.